Yeah.
So you grew up here, so it's like no problem finding your way around town, right?
No.
Okay.
And I use Google Maps so a lot. They're very helpful.
Yeah.
You say
Cold Coke.
Coke.
The COP26, it was a moment that had to give all of us hope for the future, a moment where we expected the leaders to rise up for the people, to rise up for the planet. And what I can say is that it was disappointing, to see a climate tracker show us that we are on a pathway of 2.4 degrees, which is a global devastation for so many communities, which is a death sentence for so many communities on the front lines of the climate crisis. Communities are experiencing loss and damage right now. And like I say, we cannot adapt to starvation. We cannot adapt to extinction. We cannot adapt to lost cultures, to lost traditions, to lost histories. And the climate crisis is taking all of these things away.
So do you feel that climate activists like yourself, climate negotiators from African countries, are now more listened to, more respected these days, in part because of your work? And what examples would you give? Many times activists from Africa have been called missing voices, but we are not missing, we are actually speaking. We are present, we are available, we are just unheard, we are not platformed, and we are not amplified. And what I hope to see is that the world will finally understand that historically, Africa is responsible for only 3% of global emissions, and yet Africans are already suffering some of the worst impacts of the climate crisis. No, I'm okay. We need a system change that will start from the leadership in government, a system change that will start from the leadership in business, so that everything, decisions or actions that are taken by governments or business leaders, they ensure that the people and the planet are protected. And we don't want to just hear, sweet phrases from them, sweet commitments, hopeful pledges from them, because commitments will not save the planet. Welcome.
Thank you. If the table has not been provided for the young people to be a part of, decision-making processes, I can say that young people have created this table on the streets. They have found a way of getting their voices listened to on the streets, with their actions, using their platforms on social media to demand for change, to demand for justice. I think, to me, that is one of the ways that young people have created that table, their own table. So if the table is not given to you, then you make one for yourself. There is a hope that I get from, different activists and the work that they are doing. But then there is a hope that you get from God as well. A hope and peace that helps you to believe that what you're fighting for, that the kind of future that you're fighting for is actually possible.